Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So, Bitcoin is looking a lot better today. Above 70,000 right now and was higher than 71,000 earlier today. So, Bitcoin is eyeing a new all-time high soon. And I want to talk about this next 10x crypto narrative. There are a lot of narratives out there, but here's a new one that I don't think a lot of people are paying attention to. So let's talk about it. Let's do it. Welcome, guys. Today we're looking much brighter, above $70,000. I seem to recall we were just at 62,000 just like a day ago or 2 days ago, and now we're back up once again, getting close to pushing that all-time high. Only 3,000 points away, not that far off. And today was actually quite amazing because of what I'm about to show you. But we have a lot of good news today. Okay, starting with this, you have a large, gold miner. Yes, a South American gold miner decided that they need some Bitcoin. This is, again, a gold mining company. Now they filed their letter of intent to purchase about 25,000 Bitcoin, roughly $1.7 billion worth. Okay, that is absolutely phenomenal. And again, the irony of this is from a gold mining company. So think about that. Think about how pissed off Peter Schiff is at hearing about this, right? I mean, this kind of goes to show you, like, Bitcoin is so limited and there's so many parties and entities and companies that want a piece. And it's just a matter of time before it's all bought out. And here's another good thing. London Stock Exchange, ready to launch Bitcoin exchange notes. Okay, so those of you guys in the UK, you'll be able to trade. I think these are ETNs, and basically they're like ETFs, but they're called ETNs. Basically, they should operate exactly the same way. Okay, so that's also very good. Of course, there's a lot of people in the UK that wants exposure to Bitcoin, additional exposure rather than buying it. And here's another one, right? Again, Bitcoin, so much demand, so little supply to go around. Now, here's what's so amazing. Today, we actually had a really good recovery despite the fact we still had massive outflow from Grayscale. You figure like a day like today, maybe, Grayscale stopped selling. No, they still sold $350 million worth. 5,000 Bitcoins sold today. And even with that sell, Bitcoin still climbed above $70,000, right? Absolutely amazing. And the inflows from Fidelity, quite a lot, 262 million. This is just Fidelity. We don't know what Blackrock and others what they have done. We'll get the numbers tomorrow. But even with another massive sell, Bitcoin is still going up. And next week, we'll be able to see who is actually buying those ETFs. So I didn't know this, but next week, I guess a lot of these companies that did buy the ETFs have to file, and then we'll get to see. Maybe some of the biggest companies on the planet bought Bitcoin ETFs. That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. I have no doubt, but maybe we see, I don't know, we see Microsoft and Apple buying iBit, like that would be absolutely phenomenal. But it's really not a surprise. We know that Bitcoin is the best performing asset. I mean, Brian Armstrong of Coinbase tweeted this out. I mean, if you look at the top line in 2024, it's up 51% versus anything else out there, even though they're mostly in the green, does not compare in 2023, 155%. Again, outperforming everything else. So if you discount the red years, which of course are the years after a top, Of course, yes, Bitcoin leads the way in terms of downfall, but then it always outperforms everything else the years after that. And this year is going to be no different. And then next year, it'll be no different. Annualized returns of 152% year over year over year over year. Think about that. You're tripling. No, you're not tripling. You're more than doubling your money with Bitcoin basically every single year. Winston asks, what is the best crypto collateral loan option? Your best loan option is don't take one. Okay, you don't want to put down your collateral for any reason. I actually just spoke to an old coworker from years ago. Okay, and he told me back in, I think 2021 or 2022, I think it was 2022, he put in and he staked all of his Cardano and took a giant loan against it. And then when things started falling, he got margin called, he couldn't pay, and he lost all of it. So don't put down your collateral and borrow against it, because you are setting yourself up for real trouble, okay? That's a true story. I just talked to him like 2 days ago. It's a very sad story. And this guy had an enormous amount of crypto. He's been in it very, very early, and now he's very discouraged. So don't do it. Don't do it. All right. Now, Bitcoin exchange reserves continue to go down and down and down and down. That is not going to change as demand goes up. And of course, this is what we're waiting for. Even though Bitcoin has done really well, it's going to do a lot better. We don't know where the top is, but it's going to be a lot higher than now. New hype. Isn't Michael Saylor taking loans to buy his Bitcoin? No, but he's not putting his Bitcoin down as collateral. He's selling convertible notes, and he said those are uncollateralized. So even if he defaults on them, he doesn't lose his Bitcoin. See, that's the difference. You never want to put down your crypto as collateral because you just don't know. The market's too volatile. So yeah, Bitcoin is looking good. There's no surprise. It's up. I mean, again, supply and demand. Supply is diminishing and demand is increasing exponentially. It's just a matter of time we break into a new high, 80,000, 100,000, 200,000, 500,000 by the end of this cycle. I'm looking forward to it. But there is another narrative that's coming out. Okay, it could be a 10x narrative. And no, I'm not talking about memes. I've been talking about memes a lot, and I know you guys love DGen chat. But there's another narrative coming out from Blackrock. Well, at least they're trying to lead the way. BlackRock said that they're launching a $100 million tokenized asset fund. This was on Friday last week, I think. But basically, it's called Buildo, okay? And with it, they can tokenize assets, and they're pegging it to $1, okay? So that they want to get into tokenizing funds. So they're going to try to lead the way with that. Okay. I'm not such a fan of this. I'm not a fan of tokenizing treasury bills or bonds or, giving yield or whatever, because it seems like it's a banker thing. But you can't ignore someone like BlackRock that's throwing $100 million at this. And there are a lot of other projects that are involved with this that are doing absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. By the way, before I get to the project, Coinbase is also chosen as a key infrastructure partner for BlackRock and securitized tokenized investment fund. Well, that's no surprise. Of course, Coinbase gets everything. And BlackRock is a big shareholder of Coinbase. But anyways, going back to it, real world assets, there's a 7.2 billion market cap with all the projects that are involved with tokenizing. The biggest one led by Ondo. They are absolutely huge. Okay, they do have a USDY, which is a tokenized U.S. Treasury. It's just a tokenized U.S. Treasury. But still, you know, they have done very, very well. People have asked me about Ondo quite a lot. I said it's not my thing. It's a banker's coin, but you can't ignore the gains, right? And it's probably will continue to do well. And then you know what? Ondo partnered with Aptos, so Aptos is getting involved, right? And then you have Chainlink that's also involved. They really want to tokenize real assets, including treasury bills and bonds and so forth. And Chainlink partnered up with Avalanche to do just that. So you could see all these chains, right? They want to get in the business of tokenizing real world assets, and one after another, they're going to do it, and it could be absolutely huge for these guys, right? They're catering not to retail investors, not that any of us want to buy tokenized short-term, yield or treasury, but the chains that they operate on could see big boosts from it. Could see a huge volume boost. So here's another 10x narrative, especially with some of these projects like Avalanche and Chainlink, right? And then now you got Aptos and Ondo, and there's so many others in this space. Something to pay attention to going forward. All right. That is pretty much it. Overall, Bitcoin is still doing very, very, very well. A lot of projects in the green today. Today is a big green day. Let's do a Q&A. All right. Let's scroll up. Let's see what I missed. Kelly says, loving the market today. Who doesn't? Bro, it's full moon. Yeah, you know what? There's something to a full moon. People like to make fun of it, but I brought back my indicator, and on a daily scale, you look at the full moon chart, guess what? Boom. Full moon, and then we start going upwards. Okay, last time we had a full moon, boom. We went from 50,000 all the way to 73,000. So there's something to the full moon. And the full moon before that, we went from 39,000 to 50,000, 52,000. So what is this full moon going to push us to? 80,000, 90,000? There is something to the full moon. Like, there are people that are timing their buys with the full moon. There's no doubt about it. You can't tell me otherwise. All right. I answered Winston about collateral. Ghost Phaser, appreciate that. Art Barfley, what are your thoughts on Line U? Looks like a good entry point. I'm really bullish on it. Thank you. What is Line U? Is it a meme coin or a legit project? Luna Inu. I mean, it's 8 million market cap. I don't know what to say about it. Let's bring up on Dex Tools. Luna Inu. It's on ETH, so that's not good. And it's falling and falling, so not good. Also, it seems to have lost momentum. Good amount of holders, good amount of liquidity, but you could see just cannot hold. No Chill, second largest meme on Avalanche. Avax has No Chill. They are 46 million in market cap. Not bad. Not bad at all. Are they bigger than Kimbo now? Kimbo is 39. Yeah, they have surpassed. They have surpassed. I don't know anything about them. But let's see Big Red. Big Red is still at 12 million. Still waiting for Big Red to become one of the big dogs on Avalanche. Palm AI. Man, I have so many Palm AI. Never heard of this, and it's 100 million market cap. There's something weird going on with this. Me or Google power multi-platform AI chatbots. Utility at your fingertips. Revenue share to AI SaaS services half. Okay. Altcoin Daily did a video. Use cases of Palm AI are limitless. I don't know about that. It's a whole bunch of AI bots, basically. Yeah. Not so sold on that. Okay, there's a crazy amount of super chats here. I gotta fly through these, or they're all gonna disappear here. What aspects of Big Red team give you confidence? How do you like Big Red's weekly tax burn? Any concerns? DCA? I've already explained it because Moon Daddy is advising. There's a big partnership with Kulo, and I know they're not gonna dump, so that's about as good as you can get. And the burning is going to help. Kulo swap is going to help. There's a lot of things that can help. Roydy Fung, I'm looking at something on Sol, but the meme is based on a picture of the real person's face. Should I avoid because of copyright issues? Most likely there's not going to be any copyright issues, but if they're not original, then you know they're probably not going to succeed. Franklin Templeton already have 400 million in tokenized treasury and Stellar blockchain, the most entire space, more than they have on ETH. That's an interesting fact, if it is a fact. Thanks for sharing. Could you talk about Floki and how you think it will be doing since it's ETH 4.5x position? You know, I've never liked Floki because I did a spaces with them and they brought on some PR guy that kept talking about building hospitals and stuff. They were like really corporate, and I didn't like that. It seemed like they were not meme-ish at all. But they have come up a lot recently, so you got to give them that. Since you talk about real-world assets, Realio, very small. They've been around for years now. Coming up a little bit. The future of private equity is digital. Invest, trade, leverage, exclusive real estate, private equity, and real world assets through decentralized finance. Okay. Again, not my thing. Not my thing at all. Doge weekly chart with Bollinger Bands is giving 2021 vibes. No. 2021 vibes happened because of Elon. And Elon is not shilling Doge these days, unfortunately. Can you look into call? I know you don't like Kronos, but this meme seems very strong in the dev team, 15 million market cap. Well, you already said all the benefits. I don't need to look at it anymore. How big do you see Jupiter getting in the market? As long as memes continue to do well on Sol, Jupiter is going to get a huge market share of volume, and that's going to drive them upwards. So they'll be good. XM, kind of like a banker's coin, so perfect marriage. I mean, it makes sense. I really don't hear anything about Stellar. So that's the first time I've actually heard some real world use case for Stellar. So good for them. Jimmy Zhang, big $20 super chat, no question. Let's see here. Fern J, thoughts on neobanks, especially with MiCA regulations, Blackrock involvement with SPY ETF. Look into FIDM, which seems very promising in this space. That sounds actually pretty familiar. I think they're a bank. I think I looked at this before. Banking done right. Yes. Yes. Order your card. No thanks. So they basically operate kind of like a bank. It's like a wallet with a debit card. That's what it looks like. And it looks like you could pay bills through it too. It's not bad. It's not a bad idea. I think for some this could work, obviously. I think some could, you know, some would like this all in one app, right? And be able to spend your crypto with that debit card. I mean, it could work. Just not really for me, but they are having a good day though. They're having a good day. Let's see. For the year they're still down. All time. Yeah, they're still down, but for some people that could be. Big Red going sideways after CG listing. Any news? No. I'm late. Did you touch on a $2 billion SEC fine on XRP? No, because I didn't hear about that. NXRA, please. Alliance blocks Nexera. Why is that name so weird? 200 million market cap. Infrastructure for decentralized tokenized markets. So it does relate to RWA. Empowers businesses to tokenize assets and compliantly issue, manage, and trade in an exclusive financial ecosystem. Decentralized tokenized market. Yeah, basically. So it looks like this is for businesses that want to tokenize their assets, and then you can trade in those assets from around the world. That seems like that's what they're doing. You know, a lot of these like are quite big. This one is 200 million market cap. So, like I said, tokenizing and projects that are related to tokenizing are doing quite well. They're actually doing quite well. Jet says, sold my ADA today. Feels good. Thanks. Okay, hold on. I lost it. Hold on. Thanks for the info on stacks. I pick up a boatload at 150. Congrats. Costco hot dog. It was up, and then I think it came down. It's such a stupid meme, but... Oh, damn. They actually shot up afterwards. Probably because of my coverage this morning. I did not want to phone in this one, and they shot up. Whatever. You can't win them all. Arrow is doing very well today. You know what? I may have to give up and FOMO into Arrow one of these days. Arrow's doing well because memes on base is doing well. So that's the reason why they're doing well. 46% is absolutely ridiculous. But, you know, they're still relatively small. 227 million market cap versus the other DEXs out there. They are actually quite small. What's Radium at? Radium is at 500, so double the size. Yeah, Arrow, because of memes, they're doing very well. Can you look at balls? Wolf of balls on Sol. I think it's hilarious. Wolf with balls. That's not really hilarious at all. And they're already big. They're 46 million. That's not hilarious. Costco hot dog is hilarious. And someone in my on my Discord pointed this out to me. PTSD. That's hilarious. But it certainly came down. But PTSD, I think that's pretty hilarious. You should throw some leverage on Tron. No thanks. More likely 100 Atom or $10 Polygon. I think probably $10 Polygon is more likely. Atom just doesn't have a lot of momentum. Sneck is going to save ADA. I hope so. I haven't checked Sneck in a while. they're still hovering around 114, which is not bad, but they haven't really been moving recently. Lance Pinnock, hey Jordan, want to say thanks. I've been watching you since the end of 2022 and hold Bitcoin, Sol, and a few memes. And my portfolio is over 360% in the green. That's crazy. That's crazy, Lance. And congratulations. See, that's kind of like a perfect portfolio. In my last Sunday walk video, I kind of said, you know, if you have Bitcoin, Sol, and you throw a few memes in there, it's basically impossible to outperform that. And that's exactly what you have. You prove my point. Do you know about Bork, Stanley Pup, or Salami on Sol? Yes. I like Stanley Pup a lot because I think that name is really clever. And they are still relatively small market cap, only 3 million. Okay. I think they could do very well. As for the other ones, Bork or Salami, I don't know about them. Let's see. Cheers. Mem on Sol's mooning. What's Mem? Meme coin. That's from 2 years ago. I don't know which one you're talking about. Kim says IX swaps, IXS. They are up 20% today. Real world assets. I mean, anytime BlackRock announces something, it seems to set a trend. Real world assets are really going up. Okay, no, I don't want to put my email. Tokenization Launchpad and DEX. Invest in your first deal for as low as $1. So they're a Launchpad for tokenized projects, I guess. I'm not so sure I like that background of the astronauts. They are very early. They're not even on any sexes. Bitsy, I guess, but Bitmart, but they are very early. Very early indeed. Let's see. Roost. It's a new meme launching tomorrow. Well, if it's a new meme launching tomorrow, there's nothing I can say about that. But I will say base memes are starting to get really hot. This morning I covered about base. Their volume is exploding. TVL is exploding. Aerodrome is exploding because of memes. So again, I told you guys, those of you guys that hate on memes, you should think again. This cycle is being driven by memes right now. And there's a lot of good ones. Hey, George, is there any site or something to see on new memes as soon as they come out? Yeah. You go to Deck Screener. And it'll basically show you all the hot ones that just gets released. Like, they'll appear here if it's hot. In the last 24 hours, trending, 1 hour, 6 hour, 24 hours. You could see all of them. DGen long on Near. Near hasn't been doing bad. They've been doing good. Sure, if you want to. I'm done snoozing on base. I'm probably done snoozing on Arrow. I don't know about anything else on base. Do you think the next meme coin will be an Arbitrum? No, I don't. I don't think Arbitrum is as big. I think Base, Base gets a lot of support from Coinbase, right? Like Aerodrome is only on Coinbase. So I think there's something to that. They have a lot of power to make things happen. I don't know about Arbitrum though. Charles said he prefers Hosky over Sneck. I wonder why he said that. Sneck, again, I think a lot of people discount Sneck, but if you talk to those guys, they're good guys. Hosky's been around for longer. Maybe that's why. I meant DiCaprio Cheers. I did see that this morning already. Yeah, it started coming down already though. Maybe not. Kind of leveled out. Liquidity is a little bit low. I don't think that one's going to be doing well. It's just DiCaprio. It's not really a meme. Any asset insurance projects? No. No. I mean, any insurance projects in this space, they're not regulated. Whether they have any money to cover any of the claims, you just don't know, right? So I don't trust any crypto insurance projects. I would just not do it. Not do it at all. Is Solana worth a heavy bag of 100K? Yes. Why not? I need to go to Taco Bell and get a Crunch Wrap Supreme. Is that a meme? You should create a meme that's named that. Sell all your ADA to me. Talk about Bitcoin. F memes. I spent half hour talking about Bitcoin. You need to just rewind there. You need to rewind a little bit. Okay. Bob Allen says, I work in traditional finance. I can say for sure that banks will never allow XRP for bank transfers. I believe that. That's why XRP does not have a lot of banks using it. Did you do KYC Big X? No, I got in before they required KYC. Pork, the OG Pepe community new project. I have looked at that before. They're already big. They're already huge. Yeah, 146 million market cap. They're already enormously big, but I mean, look at how big they were and now, so they've been losing a lot of momentum. They debuted like all the way up here, triple. They debuted at like 500 million, and now they've just been coming down and down. Pizza Mike, you're welcome, and thank you. Do you think placing profits from smaller memes into Shiba and Doge is a good strategy? No, I don't think so. I think the opposite is a good strategy. Taking your profits from Doge and Shiba and putting in smaller memes. That's how you're going to get more of the upside. Shiba and Doge, they have a much smaller upside than some of the newer memes. Lulu. You know what? I'm going to do a poll. There seems to be a big debate. Which do you like better? ADA, XRP. Oh, I'm going to throw an option in there. ICP. Let's see. You guys vote on that poll. Let's see who has the strongest community. Cast for PTSD. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even find that. Where's the meme? I mean, where's the poll? The poll went away. 55% in ADA. Jimmy, how many X for Big Red would you expect? I mean, there's no reason why Big Red and Kulo, you can't hit 1 billion in the bull market. No reason. All of them could really hit it. As long as you don't give up and you continue to build that base of community, it could continue to do well. It may be slow moving, but doesn't mean that they can't go up to $1 billion by the end of this cycle. Man, ADA guys are strong. 53% in the poll. PolyX. Polymesh. Pretty big. Pretty big. I think they're a huge RWA project. Blockchain for securities. Institutional grade permission. Blockchain built specifically for regulated assets. Yep. You know, I'm just going to be honest. Like a lot of stuff like this, you know, is not really for consumers. It's not really for retail. A lot of these projects that's into RWA are really meant for businesses and institutions, right? But they do have their tokens, and there are a lot of people that are buying them. This is kind of centralized. Only 61 operator nodes. That's a very small number. But they are absolutely enormous. 500 million already. And they are on some of the biggest exchanges already. So they could be doing well. Look at that jump. Just from a week ago. Ander on CoinGecko needs your opinion, idea of crypto operating system worthless or potentially good. Andromeda. I've talked to those guys before. Man, they really pissed me off. They really pissed me off. I was talking to them about becoming an advisor. And I mean, the two guys are smart, but one of the guys completely discounted me, asked me all these questions, like as if I'm like a crypto noob or something. And it never went anywhere. So I'm very biased against them. Knee update, not getting any better. Not getting any better other than I'm just taking more rest. Do you think altcoin season is not far away? Altcoin season is not going to happen. True altcoin season is not going to happen until 2025. But in the meantime, we're seeing a lot of activity with alts. A lot of narratives. AI coins are very hot. Memes are very hot. Okay. Chains that are involved with RWA is very hot. That's what I covered today, right? And you got a lot of DEXs that are supporting the chains are very hot. So you have certain sectors that are doing very well. But broadly speaking, if you want everything to explode, that's not going to happen in 2025. Cellframe is post-quantum encrypted blockchain. Check it out. You mean quantum resistant? I think that's what you're trying to say. This whole quantum resistant thing, I think, is nonsense. Service-oriented blockchain platform. Build and manage quantum-safe blockchain solutions with a Cellframe SDK. Quantum-safe. That's complete garbage. It's like a buzz thing that people have created to make you think it's so secure. If quantum computers were that good and can crack any encryption, we would have much bigger problems than losing your crypto, okay? That means quantum computers can be used to crack nuclear codes or the banking system or stock markets, right? We would have much bigger problems. Jimmy Zhang, I got some big red. I want to make sure I'm getting the right coin. How do I check? I don't know, man. If you don't know how to check the right address, the contract address, it seems like maybe you're too new. I mean, if you go to Dex Screener or Dex Tools, there's a contract address right here, and that's the one you use. If you don't know how to do that, then you probably shouldn't be in memes. What do you think about Tezos? No. Did you take an arrow to the knee? No. Who takes an arrow to the knee? No. It's been really bad ever since my surgery. I had blown ACL and meniscus removed. You need to check out knees over toes guy for strengthening. You're not the first person that said that to me. It has not worked. The more I work it out, the worse it gets. So now I'm just putting a lot of rest, basically putting no effort on it. S-Kid is dead, okay? Hammy was created by YouTuber last week. Take a look. No. If you want me to look at silly memes, send in a bigger super chat. Arc block. They're okay. 166 million. I've seen this before. Modular, kind of like a modular way of building. I don't have any more opinions other than that. BSPTSD, KC, thank you. I'm new to crypto. I want to buy more when I get paid. That's great. But you got to know the fundamentals, man. That's why a lot of people ask me, how do you buy a meme? If you don't know how to use a wallet, you don't know how to look up a contract address, you don't know how to use DEX, you shouldn't be buying a meme. So you need to learn all those things first before you get involved. Study Easter, Jesus coin. No, I got burned with Jesus coin. I'm not going to get back into that. A lot of crypto influencers have been pushing Doge 20, but it seems like a scam to me. Do you have an opinion on that? Well, if it sounds fishy, it looks fishy, and it is fishy, then it's probably a scam. First of all, it's on BSC, so that's a negative already. And then second of all, it's not loading. Yeah, I don't know. It's Dogecoin 20. So, I mean, if it's a replica or a copycat of something that exists, that's also a big negative. So, just be careful. Jimmy, thank you. Message retracted. Why is ICP spiking? Is it an AI announcement? Could be. I don't know what they announced. FOMO is real. That's right. FOMO is real. And the full moon is real. I know it's a meme coin, but the way it was created was very interesting. What's so interesting about it? Let's see. 3 months ago? Are you sure it's this? It's on Metis? Is this what you're talking about? Hemi? It doesn't even show up, man. I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about this? What other Hemi coin is there? Are you talking about the one on Metis that's not even alive and dead? People are saying PTSD is flying. Well, it's not really flying, but it's doing better. But I do think that's a really unique name. With the Boys Club memes, Pepe, Andy, Brett, Wolf doing well, do you think Bird Dog on Solana could do well since a low market cap? I don't get how Bird Dog relates to any of those that you just named. I don't, Anthony. Well, not looking so good. Number of holders 3K, that's pretty good. Liquidity is high. It's so not high. Yeah, I don't know if it's, I don't know. Bird Dog itself doesn't seem very clever as a name, and I don't know how spread out their top holders are. Doesn't seem all too impressive, Anthony. What do you think about tips? Do you think it hit 100 million billion market cap? Yes. Just like the others, they have a partnership with Big Red and Kulo. There was some FUD today, I believe, and I saw people comment on this, that there's another coin on BSC called Tip Inu. And people think that this project created that other one. No, they didn't. I talked to the founder, still very committed to tips. So, I mean, it's also a unique name. I think it just needs to have more attention, but 5,000 holders, almost $1 million in liquidity. Those are pretty strong points. Kevin O'Leary has been quiet lately. We're all George. Thanks for getting me through the bear market. You're welcome. Yes, I don't follow Kevin O'Leary. Anthony, yes, thank you. Why didn't Sol overtake ETH if it has lower fees? Hey, it's getting there. Okay, you gotta give it time. It won't happen overnight. But Sol is slowly climbing up, getting closer and closer to ETH. Eggtown represent. You know what? I FOMO'd into just an egg, and it turned out to be the biggest disappointment. I didn't even get my tokens yet. I don't even know the point of that. Pit Network. Pit Network, 1.5 billion. I mean, they're doing pretty well. Pretty well. Second largest Oracle. Do you think Soul Chat is very useful? No, I don't. And I don't think they need a token either. Guys that are showing PTSD, you need to chill, man. If you guys spam too much, you could get banned. Warning you guys. Randy says, please give me a shout out for my new meme coin Solana, Barry Gensler. Okay, I think that's supposed to be a twist on Gary Gensler, but it's not. You know, that's not very creative, to be honest. It's not very creative at all. And it's going nowhere. It's not that easy to create a new coin, man, but keep at it. What about Soul Card? It's down 24%. What about it? The card for all your crypto needs. No KYC Solana card. Why do you, again, okay, if you have a debit card or Solana card, why do you need a token? You don't. So, no. Soul card is fire. But why do you need a token? You don't need a token. Solnick, down 20% again. It's supposed to be Sonic. It seems like it's a dead project, man. Fernando, how could you not know the name of the meme that you're trying to show me? Hammy. Crazed 17 days ago. 8 million market cap. Not bad looking in terms of the chart. 3,000 holders, 350K liquidity. A little bit low for 8 million market cap. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. If you go to Soul Scan, let's see. Holders. You got a lot of big wallets. You have one that's 6.6%. You have a 3.4%. Then you have a 3% one. This one, since it's like, I mean, this is probably like a marketing one. And then you have this one. So you got some big wallets that does not even, that's not the Radium. The best would be if the top wallet was the Radium Authority, which is not. So you got to be careful. Some of these guys are holding enormous amount of it. Fernando. Any idea to have multiple incomes in crypto? Sure, you could stake, you can invest, and you can lend out. Sure, that could do it. Or you could become a developer, or you can come out with your own NFT collection. Those are optionals too. Options, I should say. How do you know if the coin is dead or should exit? I mean, if it doesn't move ever and you're sick of it, then just leave. Let's see. This is a big week for crypto. I don't disagree. Morris message retracted. What's going on? Panda Swap. I have no idea. I have no idea what's happening with it. All right, guys. To conclude, Bitcoin is a new all-time high. It's back above $70,000. So that's obviously very, 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 very good. Reserves are dropping. Demand is going up. That's all good. The new narrative, of course, set by Blackrock, tokenized asset funds, RWA, could be the next 10x narrative. So stay strong, my friends. I'll see you guys tomorrow, bright and early, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And last question from Abram. I know you don't like Dot, but they're starting to endorse memes. And their one is coming. Dot is dead. Is it funny? Not really. Not really. Because Dot is dead.